What's up? It is one strange stand. This is the Company 23 stand. So it makes it really easy for a boxer motor because you can spin it around a lot easier. And you can hold it on its side to put all the thingies in it. What time does the parade start? I don't know if I like both of you guys being in the same chat. Might have to give one of you guys the boot. I also want to punch the stink out of whoever had this damn thing before me, because they used the wrong RTV everywhere. It literally is everywhere that it's not supposed to be. No wonder the damn bearings went out. You should not see any red anywhere on this motor. This should all be gray RTV, not red. Oh my God, deal with it. Garage beer. There's some RTV for you. Both colors. I'll put that in an envelope and mail it to one of you guys. Don't worry, there's enough for everybody to get some. I end up having to clean this damn thing out again. I've already washed and oiled the block. And then I found more RTV that I have to clean off. There's your jeans for you, buddy. I'll give you the OnlyFans view. That's what I should do. I should do this crap on OnlyFans. And then like take off clothes and you pay money to get me to put the clothes back on. I'd make a killing. Is the audio coming through all right? Because my homeboy that knows how to stream didn't help me figure out how to like fix the audio. All he wanted was somebody with a little twuck to help him get his toolbox. Audio good. Good. This is a pain in the ass. For real. Am I allowed to say ass on YouTube? Am I allowed to say ass? I won't say ass. This is such a pain in the ass. Jesse, don't you have some lice to go kill or something like that out of college? Some nappy-headed kid with lice. For the record, I said kill the lice, not kill the nappy-headed kid. Scabies, nice. And I don't want any talk out of you there, Taterhead, because you got 2 Subarus also, sir, and only one of yours works. Yet you got supercharger oil. You still think that thing had a supercharger in it. I was just telling you that. Got a mouse nest in it though. You need to figure out how to get music in the background. Because it's very quiet in my garage, which is good because that means you can't hear any of my family screaming at each other. Well, somebody just started a car outside. Probably my daughter. God, there's RTV everywhere. I'm gonna punch this dude in the face. I think he's like a Navy SEAL, but he's gonna know I was there. We're gonna share a damn hospital room. Only I had like a tactical ninja that could throw a flashbang at it. Ugh. This cheating mother didn't even use the O-ring he was supposed to use. He just filled this junker up with sealant. Oh my god. Yeah, it's Jesse, it's really kind of scary how similar me and him are. It's really like, I don't know, we're either related or we came out of the same test tube or something. I'm prettier. What they say, eye is in the beholder of the beauty, or something like that. Beer holder, beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. I think that's what they said. And I got beer, so. And I know for sure one of y'all don't have beer, because I know where you is right now. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Santa ain't bringing shit. That's more prettier. I was hoping there'd be one more O-ring I'd have to buy, or one more seal. At least I did say from the beginning I didn't expect to drive this thing for 2 years. It's looking like that might be real. Day is in the beholder of the eyes. Aww. Did you just call me pretty? Jesse, when you decide to get a super like the cool kids, just let me know. I'll be a character reference for you. They won't sell them to just any loser. They'll see you riding up in that Honda and be like, nah, he ain't really meant for this cool lifestyle. But you just call me and I'll be like, nah, he's alright. Let him have something stupid though, like a legacy. I was gonna say Crosstrek, but somebody might have a Crosstrek. Maybe. No, Crosstreks are cool. Not saying we're cool, but they're cool. Some of my best friends have Crosstreks. Just kidding, I don't have any friends. Oh. I mean, I did have a Baja for 6 months. I didn't know you had a Baja. When the hell did you have a Baja? And why the hell do you not have a Baja? And I also realize y'all are just staring right at my crotch this whole time. No wonder you stayed on the chat. Busted. I could change the view, but somebody was supposed to give me a stream deck that they weren't using, and they didn't. They just used me for my ability to haul 350 kilograms at remarkably slow speed. I will say that the sixth owner of this POS found some fog lights he had ordered, and he finally sent those to me. So I got brand new fog lights for it. We are nowhere near the point where I need to be worrying about fog lights, but we got fog lights. You know, I have, as much as I'm like OCD over here and having like moments where I'm cleaning this thing, like I have to wonder if it even matters with how much RTV I found floating around this thing. Parents needed a real truck, so we traded for a week. Took me 6 months to get it back. Baja Blast sitting on my for 6 months, dude. That is do better. That's kind of gross. Mountain Dew Code Red is so much better. Y'all remember Halo and Mountain Dew Code Red? Those were the days. Pretty sure that was back in the days when certain presidents were getting action in the White House. No comment. You were married to who he was married to, you probably would too. You've never tried Baja Blast? What the hell is wrong with you? I knew there was something wrong with you. I'm guessing the parade started to move because it looks like we lost Taylor. So, next Saturday at some point in the morning, I will have that sandbar on the road heading south. Supposed to be 9.5 hours if I go 65 the whole way and stop for 10 minutes every hour. So I figured that gives me a 20-minute stop for fuel, bathroom, grab a snack every 2 hours, and to let the car, chill for a minute. So if I left at like 8 in the morning, I wouldn't be getting there till like 6 at night or so. So I'm probably going to try to leave super early in the morning. That way I get down there a little bit earlier in the day, have time to clean the truck up. If anything should happen, I've got time to deal with it. If there's anything going on down there, whatever. Maybe even meet up with some of the people that we chat with on here or on Instagram. You need me to text you my email address. You know my name. So it's my first name, my middle initial, my last name at Gmail, but I'll text it to you. Or I think there's one on my Instagram too, my other email. I'll text it to you. You're awfully demanding for a guy that's never told me his birth date. Foo. God, I'm gonna send everybody a piece of RTV for Christmas. That's what everybody's getting. Alright, I think that's probably Gucci. Until I get... You have not told... You might have told me your birthday like 6 months ago, buddy, but I am not scrolling back through Instagram that far to try to figure out what day your birthday is. I know what year it is, that does not help me. And I know what month it is, that also does not help me. I need a freaking day. Also, I don't know if you saw it, but I totally like spilled the oil, but thankfully this pan was there. That might have been before this stream got fixed. Will I use more oil or more gas? Well, I just put seafoam in my gas tank and in the crankcase. And I'm going to do an oil change on Fry Diesel. So we'll start with a whole thing of oil. And I have a feeling that I'll be putting oil in the whole damn trip. And I hope anybody that tailgates me gets a nice coat of oil. Because sharing is caring. There goes another bear. I hate you, buddy. Man, I honestly, I am really, really anxious about this drive. Like, I haven't driven that distance in the Sandbar, and I haven't had any cooling issues with the truck at all. Like, I really have no reason to believe that anything would fail on me. I've just not had any problems. But I am really, like, my anxiety is through the roof right now. And I can't rent a truck to tow it because that is very, very cost prohibitive. It's basically either I could rent a truck and not go, or go and not rent a truck. So do the math on that one. But yeah, like my anxiety is through the roof. If I had medication for anxiety, I would 100% be taking it the whole drive down there. But I don't, so I can't. So I will probably be a mess until I am pretty much back home. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Haven't even asked how did the rest of the internals look, just a blown bearing, or was there more damage? Now, so it was a bearing. I polished the journals on the forged piston. I'm pretty sure this is one of the STI forged pistons from long time ago, but it really did not look bad. So we polished them on live. This is the bearing that, so normal-ish bearing, spun bearing, and you can see extra there. So yeah, it definitely spun. Everything looks fine elsewise. Like, the block doesn't have any damage in it. The heads were fine. The pistons, like, all this stuff is forged. So I've got had ARP 2000 head studs, JE pistons, Manley rods, forged Manley rods, the H-beam. Like, it had a lot. It was just that I think the oil pressure dipped like they do, and homeboy was trying to get as much power as he could out of it. On the when I say homeboy, I mean the tuner, not the guy that owned it. He just wanted a this was supposed to be like his reliable last one he built, but the tuner was not the tuner he usually used, but he used them anyway, and yeah, he went up to 417, and yeah, so the bearings definitely show it, but we got all new King bearings for the main, for the rod, new JE piston rings, O-rings to put the two halves together, and then I'm gonna have to replace the cooler, the oil cooler, because that's like a $500 part, but I'll probably do some aftermarket, I think. And I'll replace the oil pump, and I'll replace the water pump, because the water pump got some rust in it from sitting there for so long not being run. So there's that. There's the oil pump is a 10. So I don't know, it's a mixed bag. Like, do I go to an 11 millimeter on a 257 with EJ20 heads and an FP20 turbo? And if I do, does that mean, and it has an STI sump and pickup, but do I need a different sump and pickup? Like, when I get to that part, I'm probably gonna have to hit all of you guys up and be like, what do you think? Because this oil pump spins fine. Yeah, because I don't know, man. Something that obviously was oil. There had to be an oil pressure issue. But was the oil pressure issue the pump not pumping enough, the sump not having enough? I don't know. But I do know that was expensive from Company 23, but it was so worth every single penny. That stand is making this like so much easier. I took this outside, I hosed it off, brought it back in, blew it dry with the air hose, soaked the piss out of it with WD-40, blew it off, lathered it up with oil. I think I've got all the RTV off of it now. So I still got to do the other half of the block, which I'll do sometime this week. This half of the block is kind of gross because it's got like nasty, where the hell is it? There you go. Nastiness like calcium or whatever on it, so I got to clean that all off. But yeah, like you kind of see the condition of the main bearings in there, I guess, maybe. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to start putting it back together before Subi Fest, but I think before the end of the year, halves will become whole. And then I got to figure out what I need to do with the heads, because apparently anywhere oil would have gone, I have to replace or clean bearings and all the things. So I don't know, man. What's up, Jason? Jason's on the other side of the world, I believe, if I remember right. Netherlands or somewhere. I think my wife would have a panic attack if I came home with an engine stand. Brother, that's why you have the engine stand already. And you just replace the shitty part with the Company 23 one. Shitty part, Company 23. And if I change cameras, there's the hoist. So there's really no room in my garage anyway, because I got a bumper sitting over there with fender liners and an intake manifold that I still got to go through eventually. This damn thing with a Claymore in it on jack stands, an engine parts, 4 totes full of crap that I've taken out of the engine that I'll have to clean up and repair or replace. Replace all the hoses. Still got to go through all that nonsense. Got to replace this because that's rusty. The bottom rad support is crusty. The U-bar looks fine. The back end of this thing does not look fine. So we got to order a new whatchamajoohickey there. But yeah, this is see, like, all there's so much of this RTD everywhere. Jesus. This is absolutely ridiculous. Gray. Gray is what you're supposed to use. Gray. Not red. Not freaking red. Anyway. So yeah. I think that part's done. So I'm probably going to let it chill, and I'll probably do that part not on the stand like I did this one. I'll just do that one in the tray outside. And then I'll put the new bearings in and assemble the rod. And yeah. Ever tried just having a bigger garage? I would love to have a bigger garage, but I don't have your garage that has the extra spot. Remember the RTV video I sent you and you refused to watch it? No, because I refused to watch it. I don't remember why I refused. I think I was just busy or didn't want to watch it or was in a bad mood or something. I don't know. Jason, are you coming back over to the U.S. for Christmas time? RTV is not life. You keep your ASS over there wherever the hell you are. We don't even want you here anymore. My beer says open this end. They really expect people to drink this to be dumb as hell. They might be right. I don't drink very much, but just because. Y'all can all KMA, you know that? That's fine. Y'all got jokes? Y'all got jokes? You're gonna stare at my crotch again. How about that? How about that? You're just gonna stare at my crotch while I stand here. Because I'm pretty sure the chat is to the right of the picture. No, you know what? This ain't OnlyFans. You don't get a free show. Going back to the workbench. Well, when you are back in North Carolina in March, come on by. I'll give you a tube of RTV. I know you like my jeans. Giggity. Did you sit on Santa's lap at the end of the parade? Piston rings. Cool little Company 23 piston ring compressor tool thing that I'll use 4 times. Shut up. Jess, I'll only use it 4 times because I'm not going to have to do this again. Shut up. Shut up. I know what you're thinking. Shut up. Sure would be cool if I had one of those Elgato Stream Deck things. I could just press a button to change the cameras real easy. Or like press a button to play some music. But I don't have one of those. I don't know anybody that has one either that would let me use it. Because they're not using it because they don't stream anymore. But if I did know somebody that had one of those, I would use it. I would have it like right there so I could just push a button and it would change to the other camera. But since I don't know anybody that's got one of those, I just won't. But if I did, but I don't. Oh yeah? You driving up here right now? Is Ms. Lady Officer working today? Or is she going later? Y'all got the same work shift? Like you work the early and she works the late on the same days? You guys get the same days off or what? Because I need to know what my competition's like. I mean, she ain't competition for me. I know me. But I also don't want papers, so I do work for it. She's also working the parade. Why is she watching? She out there punishing and enslaving. She out there oppressing the man. Oppress these nuts. Is RA still in here? Type RA 149. Because we need to meet up down in Florida so I can lick your door handle and make your car mine. She's on a golf cart and her attention span is that of a housefly. And you put that in writing. Brother. Same days off, she works nights, I work days. I'd rather work days. Night shift sucks. Having to do the whole, night shift. Night shift in our wonderful locale probably sucks also. Wait, what? You're getting football food ready. I said I need to meet up with you when we're down there because I'm going to have to repaint the sandbar because you can't really clean Rust-Oleum. And we're going to have to hook up when we're down there, man. I'm going to be at the Overtake booth. And I also told the fine, wonderful, upstanding people that run the event that we're going to be at that I would be a volunteer. I don't know what I'm going to be volunteering doing, but I told them I would prefer to be a judge because I have been in this long enough that I'm not swayed by the politics of it. Like I respect what people do to a car, and I can tell the difference between somebody went and bought something and somebody put some time into something. And I can't be bought. Maybe. But I do take credit. See, you are a good friend, so I can focus on you. Anybody else streaming, I'd be watching other YouTube videos about Supercharger Oil. Brother, I can't wait to be Florida man next week. It's Subi Fest, and the people that run Subi Fest, I don't really have a very high opinion of. So they're in for it more than I am, because I would be very vocal about how shitty they run things. I am still waiting on them to update an order for a pin that I did on November 20th. I have sent 6 emails, and every time I send an email, I get a response back. We can't wait to see you at Subi Fest. Yeah, you're going to regret seeing me at Subi Fest, I can promise you that. Anyway, since I was going to be in the overtake booth this time, I figured I would help out since they were apparently very, very short-staffed. I get the same benefits as what I would have gotten in the package that I paid for, and they refund that, so I get that back. One of my connections has me a ticket for a Travis Pastrana ride-along, so I'll be doing a ride-along with old TP. Suckers. What does he own? I work in them big boys. Diddy jokes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, but also the chat. Like, audio still good, video coming through clear and all that. You can see the BS I'm doing here. Scraping gaskets forever and ever. Man, I'm jealous of you, because, like, you're going to be able to go faster than 65 on the way down there. I was in Boxer Squad NC for a short while when I had my Outback. I don't think any of them really remember me except maybe Jacob. I was the cool guy with the lifted Outback. Shut up, Jesse. Audio great, video sometimes a little stutter. No, I don't think it's you. I think it's my internet. Yes, can't you see real conversations are going on in here, Jeremy? Yes, I can see that. Shut up, Jesse. I don't know why you're so mean to me all the time. If it's because of that time in 5th grade when I punched you in the face in front of Sally, get over it. She didn't like you. Also, just for everybody else, we've never met in person, so that never happened. Maybe. So would anybody be interested in purchasing a mystery box of used RTV? You might get black, you might get red, you might get gray. And if you buy 3, you have a chance to collect them all, kind of like Pokemon. Fine, I'm just gonna scrape my RTV and screw you guys. Screw you guys, I'm going home. So just so everybody knows each other, Tater is cool, and he lives here near me. Chris is cool. He's got a Type RA. It's number 149 if you didn't know. And it looks really cool, and I like it a whole lot, and I'm super jelly. Jason is in the CIA. He tells people that he works on planes, but I'm pretty sure he's in the CIA. And Jesse is he won what was that show? The Weakest Link. He was the first Weakest Link, so we tell him that he won, to just make him feel good about that, even though he was the weakest link. And he also drives a Honda, so he's like kind of responsible, but not really. And also, everybody tries to break into his Honda, which is kind of funny, even though he doesn't yell at them nearly enough on his cameras. He's actually got a SEMA truck. It's never been to SEMA, but everybody just thinks it has. Hey Tater, we should start a YouTube show called the Old and the Senile. Kind of like the Young and the Restless, but it'd be the Old and the Senile. I'll be old, you be senile. It'd be kind of like Mighty Mods, but not a cool accent and not as successful. On today's episode of the Garageaholic, we'll be moving all of the crap that Tater bought for his supercharged Subaru Sambar van that's actually not supercharged, he just thinks it is, out of the way so that we can get into the garage. And in 3 hours from now, we'll be doing something else. I'm not paying you to watch that. I told you I'd let you have another month free to my OnlyFans. You kept asking so much last month. Although you are the top subscriber. You're always the first one to pay me to put my clothes back on. Society appreciates that, by the way. Yeah. There's a lot of stickers on my Sambar, buddy. I wonder if I can... Nah, I don't think I can find it. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Nope. Yep. We'll just put that there. So are you planning to live stream the whole drive down to Florida, or are you planning to just like, hey, we're at Buc-ee's? What are your plans? Because I've got Friday off. I'm just going to be working on doing an oil change on the sandbar. Probably rotate the tires front and back. If I feel like it, I might try to install the new parking brakes. I probably will not, so I won't. I also don't know YouTube's opinion on like live streaming while you're driving. No TikTok, you'll get kicked. So many emojis. I have a whole list of stuff I wanted to get done on the car this weekend, and I have gotten approximately jack shit done so far. I did take it out for Thursday. I'll have Friday off though. Yeah. Friday, I am off of work for my B-Day. So originally I thought I was going to be towing the sandbar down on Friday. But my plans changed when my family decided not to cooperate with my plans to take the vehicle that will tow. So I won't be towing. I'll be driving and hopefully not getting stranded along the way. I have a lot of anxiety about that, even though I've not had any problems with this thing since I did the head gasket repair. It just burns a little oil. But it's old as crap, so. I will text you my B-Day, and I will text Jesse my email address. And I can't text type RA. So I'll Instagram him, hey, what's up? And I will send a frozen lasagna to Jason. And yeah, y'all don't have to remind me all this stuff, by the way. Because I found more RTD. Oh, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. So Jason works on planes and is in the CIA. Jesse talks mad crap and fixes people's nastiness. And Tater works in sanitation. What do you do there, Christoph? Yeah, we could, but you know you suck, so you're not taking the Atlas. Not to mention your girlfriend would get mad at me again for trying to steal you away. And like I said before, I ain't trying to have papers when I get back. And I damn sure don't want to get locked up with some Florida man. Them folks are crazy. Try to manage a credit union branch. Word. That sounds super boring. I mean, really cool. Sounds really cool. I would love to have you come to my kids, bring somebody from the credit union to work to school day. Oh look, more RTV. I'll tell you right now, if somebody comes up to me in Florida and they're like, hey man, I just wanted to introduce myself. I saw your channel and like, I'm pretty sure that bug eye you were working on was mine. I'm gonna get arrested right then. Because I'm gonna send them to the hospital. Legit. They're gonna be knocked the f out and they going straight to the OR. Not even the ER. They're gonna need the OR. Because I'm going to bust that scalp so bad. They're going to have to call in a specialist. Probably out of Miami, like some real good specialist. Because it's going to be pre-med. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to bust they ass. 100%. I will reach back to my ancestry DNA and just go 100%. I can't say that on here. Y'all know what I'm getting at. I'm going to do it. Y'all hiring a fraud detection? I'm across the street from the Wake County Jail, so it's never boring and the way you expect. Hey! I would love to know what happened to this motor besides the spun bearing. Chris, did I ever give you a sticker? I don't think I ever saw you to give you a sticker. And even that card that you wanted. From homeboy that was doing the cards for like 3 minutes. Alright, later, dude. You're probably gone already, but this thing's delayed like hell, so I'm seeing it now. Volkswagen. Nasty. I just blew the cooties out of it, and they all went in my eyeballs. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it here because I don't really have anything else I can really do at the moment. So I appreciate you guys not having a life and watching along with me while I clean that other block. Yeah. Deuces and stuff and things.